So let's continue our look at tips that have to do with apps. So the main hub for getting new apps, of course, is the App Store. If you go into there, there's a section called Updates. And one thing that a lot of users ignore is all the notes that are there for app updates. So you can see here for each app update you can see what has been changed. And this is great because if an app's been updated you want to know what new features may be available to you or what things have changed or what bugs have been fixed that you may rejoice in finding out that they're fixed. You can also go in System Preferences and there's an App Store section here and you can select how apps are downloaded. You can have it automatically install app updates, download them in the background, that kind of thing. It's definitely within your interest to have all these do everything automatic because you want to have the most secure environment, and part of security is making sure all your apps are updated. Now in the App Store app you can go to Purchase and see which apps you have purchased. So let me sign in here. And now that I'm signed in I can see the apps I've purchased under this account, and I can notice how two of them here say install, and that's because I have uninstalled them through Launchpad. And the way you do that is that you go into Launchpad. Launchpad is a great application launcher, but if you prefer not to use it, a lot of people do, you still want to use it for uninstalling something. So if I want to uninstall an app I click and hold down on the app and then I can click the X button and it will do an uninstall of that app. So in this case I've got two apps here that I've uninstalled and I can reinstall them. Great thing about the Mac App Store, you can uninstall apps and reinstall them. You've already paid for them, so it's kind of like having apps in the cloud. You can just basically not have all of your apps installed. If you have a desktop and a laptop you may want to have all your apps installed on the desktop but only a few on the laptop, and then every once in a while you may want to install one, and this is the way to do it. But what I came here to show you, and the real tip is, if there's an app here that you just don't want to see anymore, you don't you want to kind of hide the purchase, you can Control click and you select it and you get Hide Purchase and it will hide it from the list. It's like you never purchased it before. Of course you have, the record's still there, but you won't see it there in the list anymore. And then you can, if you want to get it back, then the way to do it is go to Store and then you go to View My Account, and this will bring this up here, and there is the ability in here under Hidden Items to manage, and you can unhide a hidden item. So that's how you undo something once you've hidden it. Now I showed you Launchpad. Launchpad is great, but if you've got a lot of apps, you have a lot of pages that you can scroll through here. You can create folders the same way you do in iOS if you're familiar with that. So you can drag and drop one onto another and it creates a folder. You can name that folder. And then you can drag and drop other things into it. I'm going to hit the Escape key to get out of there, and I can drag other things into it if I want. I could drag things out of it as well, like that. So you have the ability to create folders, which will help you organize things here. Also, just searching is also a great thing for speeding up launching. Say I want to launch with the calculator app. Well, where is it? There's all these different screens here. If I just start typing, see C, and it just narrows everything down as part of a search. CAL and C, and now I'm there. Now I don't even have to click on it. I can hit return because it's the selected item. Notice when I was at CAL there were two items that were selected. If I hit return now it will launch calendar, but CALC, calculator is all that's there. I hit return and it launches the calculator app.